Welcome, Firebird artists. Today, one of the tasks will be to complete your color wheel. So we're going to be creating our color wheel, and this paper can be found in your folders. It should have been glued in. It's either on What I Will Learn 4th and 5th grade or What I Will Learn 2nd and 3rd. For this color wheel activity, we are going to be using oil pastels. So from the container of oil pastels on your table, you're going to grab only the primary colors. Only the primary colors. Primary colors are blue, red, and yellow. Grab those three colors and probably a paper towel and put the rest of the colors away. I don't want you even to be tempted to go in there to get any other colors. So what you're first going to start off with is using the oil pastels. You're going to be coloring in your primary colors. So they're labeled. So red, and you don't have to press really hard, but you're just going to fill in that space. Yellow, and my yellow is kind of very colorful. So if it's too colorful when I use it, I'm going to use a paper towel and clean it. So paper towel is great for cleaning the oil pastels as well as your fingers. Because the oil pastels are exactly that, oil, water will not wash off the colors in your hands. So you're just going to use a paper towel if you've got a lot of colors on your fingers and wipe them off. And the next spot, so you can see that I've colored in yellow and red, and now I'm going to go with blue. This is a kind of like a royal blue color, so there's different colors of blue in your box. Pick one that you like. Alright, so I've got my three primary colors. Notice that they're in a triangle. My next step is to then start to fill in my secondary colors. When you create the secondary colors, you're going to combine the two primary colors. So laying down one or the other, doesn't matter which one. So I'm going to lay down red first, and I'm going to take my yellow and mix it right on top. So without even using my fingers, I don't want to smash the color. I just want to blend it. So I'm blending it with the yellow, and it's a little bit different than the red. So if you can see that the orange definitely is more orangey than my red. So let's see if I did my yellow first. So I'm just going to make a circle right here. So my yellow, and now I'm going to add red on top. So that might make a different type of orange, and then you can go back with your yellow. So that one is starting, so this top one is when I started with the yellow first. So you can see you get a different color of orange. So kind of play around with that. I didn't use my fingers. I'm not mashing down my colors. For green, so my next color that I'm going to try and create is green. I'm going to put the yellow down first. And notice that I didn't clean my pastel, so I've got some orange there. I'm going to wipe it off. So I'm going to put my yellow down, and the color I'm going to add to make green is blue. So I'm going to very carefully put my blue on top. Again, I'm not pressing down really hard. I can go back with my yellow. So I'm going to hold this paper up so I can go back with my yellow and kind of blend it. And you get a green. And the last secondary color we're going to create is violet. So again, I'm going to start with yellow. I'm going to clean my yellow. I'm going to tilt my camera a little bit. I'm going to put my yellow down first. Oh my goodness gracious, Mrs. Breshik made a mistake. You don't use yellow to make purple or violet. So if you did like I did, I got so carried away using my yellow, you need to get rid of that yellow because that's not going to help you. One way of doing that is just with your finger. I'm just scraping it off. So scrape it off if you make a mistake. And what we need is red. So we need red to make violet and blue. So again, I'm going to tilt my camera down so that you can see a little bit better. And I'm going to be mixing red and blue to make violet. I'm not, again, pressing down really hard. I'm not smashing my color. You can go back and forth to get the color that you like. Okay, it's a pretty deep purple. So these are your primary and your secondary colors. Now these smaller dots that are in between the secondary and the primary colors is called a tertiary color, or the third color. You get that by mixing the primary and a secondary. So this color will be red violet. So to make that color, you're going to make your violet first. So you're going to add a little bit of blue and a little bit of red. And then since it's closer to the red side, we're going to add even more red. So the goal is to try and get it more red than this violet. So the goal is to really try and make sure that you can see a different color. And sometimes it's difficult, but we're just playing around with color mixing with the oil pastels. On this side, you're going to have more blue in this violet here, because this color will be blue violet. So again, you can put down your blue first. You can put down the violet. So practice pushing with different light, just using a light touch, and then adding more blue. So this is blue violet, so it should be, and it is, darker, not quite a pure blue, but has a little bit of violet in. You can also add a little bit. What you don't want is you don't want these three to look the same. Those three colors should look different. This little dot here is between red and orange, so it's red-orange. So again, start with your red. You want to create your orange color first. So that's my orange, and now I'm going to add even more red. So if you have some blue on there, because I just made purple, you might want to clean it off. So again, you want to try and get it so that these three colors are different, and then these three colors are different. So this will be yellow-orange. So I'm going to start with my yellow. I'm going to add a little bit of red, and I'm going to add more yellow. So I want it to be a light color, and I think I achieved my yellow-orange really well. So you have to really play around with how much pressure you're pushing down. You don't want a lot of pressure. Here would be yellow-green. So again, yellow, and notice that I should have cleaned my pastel, so I'm going to clean it with my paper towel. And blue, and I'm just going to add a little bit of blue and more yellow. And this is yellow-green. Okay. I could add a little more blue. Okay. And the last tertiary color will be blue-green. So again, I'm making green, so I got to start with my yellow. I'm going to put blue down to make green, and I'm going to add even more blue. So I stood there a little while. So you can see all of my colors do not look the same. They all have a little different color mixture. So this is a completed color wheel with your primary colors, your secondary colors, and then the tertiary colors, which is the small little dots in between. So have fun exploring how to create your color wheel by using oil pastels. Again, you're not using your finger. I didn't blend with my finger so that I'm not smashing down the colors. I'm trying to create a nice, smooth color wheel using primary colors to create all the other colors in my wheel.